post the link everywhere. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all you need, baby. Alright, let me post it on Twitter. Alright. Yes, sir. That's myself. Oh my god, Kathy is the first person. Hi, friend. Yeah, George smoked the entire carton of cigarettes before he came here. You're right. I just wish you'd stop smoking cigarettes. Tearing us apart. Joining chat. Oh no, Lance might not be here. He like texted me when I woke up and was like, "Yo, I'm getting a tattoo today." He said he might, like, if it doesn't take too long, we'll be able to be here. Alright, so, how's everyone doing? Hello. I'm asking you, how y'all doing? Hi. This person said hello twice. Sheesh! Alright, how's everyone doing tonight, though? Or this evening? It's 3 o'clock. Alright, I just went to the hobby store. Had to get some stuff. Had to re-up. George got off his smoke break at work. You didn't sound this bad on, like, you were coughing. You were coughing, but you were fine. You were talking. And you didn't start coughing till we got in the car. Oh, I missed it. So, you think you got Miss Rona? You should get tested. My therapist is vaccinated, but he just said he got it. Lance, Mr. Person in chat. Lance is he was supposed to be here, but he texted me this morning and said that his tattoo artist. Oh wait, can't hear things? Oh shit. Okay. Thank you.
Can anyone hear?
Alright, yeah, you should be able to hear now.
Okay, cool.
Alright, sorry. I had to change the audio device on my computer a minute ago. So Lance, the person who just asked, Lance texted me this morning and said his tattoo artist had hit him up and he was waiting for a while, so he had to get a tattoo. He said he might be here later tonight, or depending on how long the stream goes or whatever. I don't know. What, are we not good enough for you?
They're gonna riot right now. We want Lance.
We want Train Boy. We want Train Boy.
Boy.
Where's Train Boy?
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
We're excited about you, man. All of you guys. Gosh, it's like a whole month away.
Yeah,
it's
man.
really hard to fathom for me.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
When
I think tomorrow, the 27th. Yeah, 27th, 28th. It'll be a
Yes.
month.
and like we got in the car, when like George was over this weekend, like we were just like, holy shit, like it's like a
It's
month
coming.
away.
Yeah.
Cause like it feels
So-
like last week it was like 2 months away, and we were like, so who's coming?
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of work to put this together. We just hope it pays off.
Yeah.
You know,
Hopefully.
I think
it's
we'll
all
be
about
fine.
bringing people together, all that stuff.
Right on,
Having
man.
fun.
Trains with faces.
Nothing better.
Yeah, I like the funny choo-choos with the moon faces.
Plus moon emojis.
Plastic moon emojis.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna stuff Isaiah in my
Your
travel bag.
carry-on?
That's how we're going. Yeah, he's gonna go on my carry-on. I'm gonna be like, yeah, he's my personal item. That's how we're flying over.
get it. Put him in a kennel.
There you go.
Aw.
Say he's like your emotional support, like dog.
Yeah, he's my emotional support friend. I need him.
Get the papers ready.
Yeah.
The best. The
Someone
best.
said, we want Train Boy.
We-
Nice.
Hey man, don't we all? Don't we all?
I'm sorry, but he has a life. So sorry he couldn't make it. I'm filling in for him.
Preach. Preach.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have thankyoubewell as his fill-in, but you got legends right here. You got Steven, George. You got the good Tom. Come on,
The good tone. Whoa.
the best boy.
I try.
The
I try.
boys. You got the Jersey boys.
True. I
Plus
for,
one
like,
Marylander.
the Jersey boys for like a week, not even. Like,
Yeah.
a
One
couple
man.
days.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Just don't pull. a
George, you
Jersey.
better hide that top, or they're not gonna let you on the plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving in literally 2 days,
No longer.
so it'll be
Jersey.
fun to come back. I love Jersey.
You're the only person who loves Jersey, dude.
Well, I think love is a strong word.
But it's home.
It's hard. It's hard to love a
Home
place.
today.
It's hard to love a place you can't make a right turn in.
Uh-huh.
Um, anyway, Tom, do you want to pull up the layout?
Yeah, sure.
Pull up the
I can
layout
do
for
that.
everybody
Let's
Who-
go.
who wasn't here last stream.
Yep.
That went on a little bit longer than we anticipated, and we didn't really get to cover as much as we would like. So that's kind of what today's stream is all about.
Hell yeah.
Just a general kind of overview of everything. We've got lots of questions from people, and I understand because, like, just the way things are worded can be confusing, stuff like that. You know, it's all through us, so you know, it's kind of hard to get all this information out. You know, instead of, like, I wish we could just put it on one page or something like that, one organization, but in a way, it has a lot of benefits that, you know, we're doing this ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So if you, I started screen sharing it to Discord, and on the stream, here's kind of the layout plan. Me and some of my friends here have made up. There's a little the like, all the building stuff, not like essential. Like there's going to be more or less just depending on whatever. But this is the general shape of how everything is going to be. So we have 2 loops of standard gauge, like Hornby track, and there will be, and like we said before, you can, if you ask me or Charlie or my Sodor, who will also be running the layout, like day of, will let you, if you ask like, hey, can I put my train on, and like, can I use your rolling stock? Hey, can I run my rolling stock with one of your engines? Can you guys run one of your engines I want to see? Any of that? You can come up, ask. Like, that was, I feel like that was part of the last show, and George can attest to this, that we didn't really communicate that well. Because
Yeah.
a lot of the time, like, only like or like a couple people had asked to come and put their trains on. But like, I feel like a lot more people had them. So, yeah, just gotta ask all that. Or you can ask, and we'll probably say yes. However, there's a time limit, just so it'll be 10 minutes per, like, train or whatever, for each of the 3 layouts, like 10 minutes, you'll be able to run it. Maybe if it's slower or whatever, then we can run more, but generally it'll be 10 minutes, just so everybody gets a chance at running their stuff.
Like don't think we're gonna be like, sitting there with like a timer or anything. It's just so that everybody gets a chance to run something. You don't want somebody's train on there for 20 minutes and like 5 other people want to put theirs on there,
Yeah.
So just to kind of be
Yeah, we just want to ensure. Exactly, and I think honestly, like, this is like, we're anticipating a much bigger show from August, and like, we want to make sure everybody gets a spot, a chance to run their stuff on the layout, like a community thing, and it's gonna be pretty fun to see everybody's different models in there, and just to we make sure that everybody gets a chance. 10 minutes, I think, is graceful.
Yeah. We were gonna do shorter, but we have 2 loops of each, so it's like 10 minutes is a good time.
And like you were saying, Marvin, it's it's going to be a lot bigger than the August show. To anybody who showed up to the August show, that is maybe like a quarter of the size of this.
Absolutely.
We're anticipating a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of big displays, things like that. So just to kind of make it fair for everybody.
So,
and with that,
exactly.
If you want to pull up the diagram of the tables, we can discuss that.
So here's, we kind of brought this up last time, but last time a little more chaotic. So this will just be another like this stream is basically to run over things that might have been lost or whatever in the moment. But so this is the table diagram that me and George kind of worked on. So starting from right to left, the far end, we'll have our community table, where we'll have, like, anybody who's attending who isn't part of the display will be able to come up. You can have your models on the table, and you just get pictures of everything together. You can display your things. We're going to ask everybody that you please don't come behind the tables, like on the side where we'll be on. Not because we don't like you, because you stink. You might stink, but so, man, some people straight up stink. I've been to a million conventions. But so yeah, it's a little bit like, it's already going to be so crowded back there. We have like 18 people who are going to be displaying with us, and we're so happy that you are interested and you want to come and see our everything. But it'll be so hectic if we have people who we don't like. we can't account for all the extra people, you know.
Yeah.
And
And
it's another like social distancing kind of thing, because like things unfortunately are kind of getting better, but still not great.
and like you said with the community table, um, you know, like everybody's going to be kind of like the layout, like a little bit limited to how long things can run, stuff like that. But with the community table, bring a handful of items. Please don't bring 20 different trains or something like that, because then it gets a little chaotic, and you're taking up most of the room there. Like I said, I want this to be fair for everybody. Everybody has a fair chance of displaying their items, things like that, and overall just kind of make it a good day. It is a small table too, and that's just because we have all of these other separate tables for everybody running this, everybody exhibiting is going to be bringing a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
And, they have to have that.
So
as thoughts.
and just like I said with the layout, like the general kind of rule of thumb for the community table will be 3-ish models. Then we're not going to be there like slap your hand with a ruler if you try and put more on the table, but like just please be considerate. And like if you've had your stuff on the table for a while and more people start to show up, we might ask you to take it off the table, and it's not because like we don't like you, or it's not because we don't want you to display your things. It's just that, like we were saying, it's just we want this to be fair for everyone.
You can shuffle back and forth and talk with other members and other people who have come too. And I think that a good recommendation that I have is, if you're wondering which items to bring, I'd say bring like your favorite locomotive. If you can bring it down to like between one choice that you really like that you want to bring and show off to people to be 3 locomotives and just a few wagons, I think that is a great option. So that way you're not bringing like a whole huge box of things, where if there are like particularly good items that you want to showcase and share with people who might have wanted to see your work in person if you're on Twitter, or if you want to have something to run, I think that would help with making a choice with what you would like to bring.
Yeah, and
based on experience.
That's an excellent point. And it's like lost my train of thought.
Train pun.
That wasn't even intentional. I love.
No, I think that's a good point, because.
I remember.
Like you said,
if you can't decide on anything you want to bring, you've got 700 models and you can only bring 3, and you gotta limit it to 3. One you should definitely bring, if you have one, is a model of Thomas, because what we want to do at some point during the first day, when the most people will be there, we want to get a picture of everybody's Thomases.
Yes.
So,
We've had people ask about group photo too.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to have one probably around 2 p.m. or so. The event actually closes at 4. So I feel like that'd be a perfect time, hopefully there'll still be a good amount of people by then. It's the afternoon. And the Thomas group photo as well. We're going to try to do both of those for each of the days. So if you miss out on one, you'll have the option for the other if you can come then. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
Yeah. So
admission too. People have asked about admission.
Good point.
I believe it's $11 for Saturday and then $10 on Sunday.
But if you
pay for
a
Saturday ticket,
you get both.
Yes.
You pay the extra $1 and show up on Saturday. If you're able to, you can come back on Sunday for no admission. I'm not sure how that works.
I think it's a stamp or it might be a
so
sticker or something like that.
Last time we were there, last time I went to one was in Oaks as a guest. Like, I wasn't displaying, so we had to pay for admission. And with like the admission cost, when we left the building and then came back, because we went to go get something from the car, they gave us a stamp on our hand, and we just had to show that to them. So I'm not sure if they'll do a stamp for the like one day into the next day, because like I don't know. I assume you're gonna take a shower, and that might come off. I hope you take a shower.
Yeah.
And so maybe they'll give you a sticker. I know on the other day, like Saturday, when we were exhibitors, they gave us a sticker, and like we were able to get in that way. But so I'm not sure how it'll work. We'll probably do one of those. Just make sure whatever you do, you save it so you can verify that you paid and are able to get in for the next day. Just because I don't want anybody to miss out.
And another kind of like, kind of question I've seen a lot is if this is just us or if this is a train show. This is a larger train show. We're just a part of it. It's going to be these 8 tables right here. And, we're going to try to get this into one section of the convention center. So, in addition to that, with the admission, you get to see all these other kind of layouts and vendors and things like that.
There's probably at least 200 tables there that you can see.
We're
very
it's
small.
well worth it. And, it's going to be right after Thanksgiving, too, so you can get Christmas shopping done there, all that kind of fun stuff. So,
bring money.
Yeah,
yes.
You bring money. I remember last at the show me and George went to, where we were doing the display and everything. I was like, I'm probably not gonna buy anything here. Like, I'm like, they probably won't have any like cool British stuff or whatever. I'm not really that into American. I probably spent like fucking $300.
Yeah.
It was, I just bought so much stuff.
Bring money. I've seen people ask about, if they should bring cash and stuff. Definitely bring cash. Cash is king, no matter where. Especially at these conventions, things like that. It always pays to have cash.
Yeah. Most of the vendors we shopped at, they did take card. I couldn't find anybody who would take PayPal. But like, nobody's gonna say no to cash. But
wait, somebody asked if there will be a digital component for people who can't physically be there. As of now, we don't really have anything planned for that, but there's going to be a lot of vlogs and things like that, and you're going to be able to see it online.
Yeah, I know.
Probably a little bit after the event. I don't think we'll have anything live. Perhaps we could have a stream there. I'm not sure.
We could. It's something I've been thinking about a little bit. Only thing is, it might be a little hard to implement because we would need to have a laptop or a computer there at all times live.
Yeah.
And that'll be just a little difficult. I know I'm gonna be recording stuff all weekend and making a million tweets about everything. I know everybody else will.
We will definitely highlight the best stuff. Yeah. For sure.
Yes.
So there will be some digital component, but probably not a 24-hour live stream or whatever. If we win the model giveaway, do we have to be at the event to claim it? No. I've got Trevor right here. Oh, this isn't the one you're gonna get. This is George has the one that somebody's gonna win. But no, you don't have to be at the event to receive him. We'll mail him to you.
Yeah, no worries about that.
So anyway, that was all just the community table discussion.
Yeah.
So
kind of got off topic.
Yeah, but important stuff was brought up. Not wasted. So moving down the line, we have the table that will mainly be focusing on G-scale. On Saturday, we will have the full G-scale range. We'll have Thomas, Percy, James, Toby, Emily, Winston, and Diesel in Paxton. It'll be provided by a few different community members, namely Westy at the Little Western on Twitter, our boy Lance at It's Train Boy, and our other boy Kevin at Toku and Thomas. You might know him as Zio. And
Friend of the unlucky Tug.
yeah, friend. Yeah, the unlucky Doug's friend. He's gonna be pissed.
He makes jokes about that all the time. It's like, yeah, I'll always be remembered as that. But hey, it's good.
I remember one time, me and George, the first time we met him, he has a friend who is like he has a friend who's like pretty big on like train YouTube and stuff. There's a lot of like American model stuff. And I asked, and he was telling a story because they were at Stroudsburg together, and somebody recognized his friend, and then he was like, "Wait, weren't you in the Unlucky Tug streams?" And he was like, "Yeah."
That's got to be my friend Ed at Ed's Trains, because we were at Strasbourg at 611 when it came 2 years ago, and Kevin walked over with his partner. We're like, dude, we know it's Zio. Hey, how's it going? And I got to meet him when he came over to my hometown, I think earlier this year, which was wonderful. We got to spend bonding friend time together, and I got to give him a tour of the studio when Carter came. That was really, really nice.
I think it was more recent. It was that this last day out with Thomas, I think.
Nice. Wonderful.
But so yeah, so those three guys will be providing pretty much the full G-scale range, and as many as they can will have faces made by our good friend Isaiah, HK Porter.
Yes.
I don't know the full that. It's some weird acronym or something. You guys know Isaiah though. Etsy shop, Mr. Plastic Moon emojis.
Yeah, buy his stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're well worth it, and you guys are going to have a chance to get them in person, which is really nice, because I don't think Isaiah's ever done that, like set up a shop in person.
No, I
like an event like this. So it's going to be really nice, because while you're visiting the tables and stuff, we're going to have some stuff for sale. So you can pick up a G-scale Thomas face, and at the same place you can buy a G-scale Thomas, which is really cool.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ultimate package.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that'll be all the G-scale stuff. We'll have a G-scale. I think George is also bringing a G-scale truck.
Yeah, there's a G-scale truck. He just did a couple of truck faces, and those are really good. So, we'll have them all on display as well. Mm-hmm. So if you'd like to, purchase them there, you can actually see one in person on the model, which is really nice.
Yeah, and then speaking of Isaiah, the next table, Isaiah and our good buddy Steven here, excuse me. This table is for, I called it gauge 1 because Isaiah said that's kind of what it's closest to, but it's really L gauge Lego, which is where our, like the gauge that Isaiah and Steven, their scratch built engines that I'm sure everybody has seen on Twitter have, those will be, I'm so happy to have, those are going to be really nice. We're going to have a track.
Yes.
And to have that to run. Isaiah will
That's going to be cool.
Isaiah, I think he's going to have, it'll just be like a piece of straight. I don't think we'll have a big enough room for like a loop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
it would be really cool being able to check out how one of my scale models looks with his, whether I think it's his Thomas or whatever it is that he's going to be bringing. I'm going to be just practicing running back and forth and just showing and demonstrating it, and he's going to have it run around with his stuff. That'd be really cool being able, I think, to see all of our models together, the ones that we're bringing for the show, and get to showcase people how we do it and how it works. That would be really fun.
Yeah. So I know Isaiah, he's bringing his Thomas because he just like completely rebuilt it and it looks incredible. And the iMac is so nice. I think he's gonna bring Toby. I think he is currently like installing like new iServos for Toby. So
It's going to be really nice to kind of see that in person, too. That's something I've never seen, you know, like an RC-controlled iMech. You know, very interested to see that.
then, Steven, do you want to talk about what you plan on bringing?
Sure. I'll be bringing some of my favorites that people who have gone to conventions that I've went to have remembered me for, because like Renee's, which is my profile picture, I'm going to probably bring Proteus. And I'm trying to think about one of the other ones that I haven't shown, because Skarloey I've made, and so I've made Rusty. I brought Duncan before, but I just want to make sure that they are in a good condition to make sure that if there's anything I have to fix up, that they're good. Because I have 3 Lego motors, and that means I can usually have 3 locomotives all put together at the same time. The beauty about the system that I've created is that the locomotives can be interchangeable with their paper shell bodies constructed, so I can be able to run 3 at a time if I want to, but because of the budget that I had, you can probably get like a full setup with the power functions control system. Like if you want one for one locomotive, there's the motor, the IAR receiver, the remote control, and a power plug to charge the battery, and that could be a bit more expensive, but everything else is about $100 per locomotive. So I'll probably bring enough for there to be 3 engines total, and I want to have one, if I am able to, if my schedule with my work works out okay, there might be 1 or 2 that I want to reveal that might not be either large scale or HO scale, but I'll be bringing some of my favorite large scale engines, my newest HO scale customs, some locomotives and rolling stock, maybe a building or 2, because I know that my friend Toad Trains wants me to share it with them, my figures, and that's pretty much it. Just a few things that I would like to showcase and run for a little bit, and I can, if you ever come to our table, I'll show you how I actually did it and walk through with you how I did each custom. That's I always get a kick out of, being able to give someone a chance to look at it in person and meet people who may have seen my blog when I first started all the way up to my YouTube channel and Twitter. That's what we're here for. I am so excited to be able to meet everybody. If I can make it, it should be just fine. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I remember like when I met you at Northlands in July.
Yeah, Northlands. Yep,
I
that was cool.
I walked over, and I'd seen the video of like all the Skarloey engines and stuff, and I asked if I could pick one up, and you were like, yeah. So I would grab the Duncan, and I thought, like, when I lifted it up, I was going to throw it over my head. It was so much lighter than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. It's like, it looks like it's made out of plastic or brass, but all of it's made from paper. Yeah. That came from me when I was younger, trying to use all that I could that was available to me from the craft stores and the hobby stores. And for me, it gave me the ability to create these how I wanted. So, you know, me and the hybrid of the Skarloey Railway Series and Season 5 mesh put together, 2 things that are very TV series or a mixture of my favorite resources, inspirations. So it's like sharing that joy of, like, you know, the fact that we have inspired each other for the past couple of years. A lot of you guys are very new to the fandom, and I've been around for about 10 years, minus like my channel. I've been around for about 8 years. Twitter I've been around for 5. But I've worked around for a long time, and for a lot of you, you're very much new to the fandom. It is incredible to see how much all of you in the call have grown as modelers and as people, to the point we're actually going to get to do this. And I've been involved in a couple of other shows before, like with Northlands and with Edison and a few other friends in the Thomas community. So being able to have a back seat and watch you guys do this on your own and give you advice and be present with you all, it's a privilege, and it's really wonderful to be a part of.
Yeah, man.
It's wonderful.
I'm so excited. And what you were saying
too,
before is a nice transition into the next part of the like table diagram we have, which this will be the layout. I just showed the picture, but just in case anybody new joined, it's going to be the layout. This part's pretty self-explanatory. Just going to be only the layout is going to be on that table. We ask that people are going to laugh, because they know the incident. We ask that nobody put anything besides, like, nobody put anything on the layout, unless you ask us if we can run one of your trains. Because, like, I want the layout to be the centerpiece of the exhibit. And so I wanted we've bought a bunch of decorations, and like trees and stuff. So the layout is gonna look really nice, I hope. So I'm hoping that you can kind of respect our like wishes to have the layout be the layout and not the layout, and also like where I put all of my models and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have designated spaces for that too. So,
Mhm.
you know, we want this to look like a proper kind of like lively little like layout. You
Yeah.
know.
That's one thing that kind of irked me about the last time. And last time we didn't realize, like, we didn't really know what we were doing. So I'm glad that I have the experience of the last time to know what to do this time. But we kind of had, like, the layout and just, like, a whole bunch of just random stuff in the middle of the table. And,
Yeah.
like, it was kind of necessary because we had 3 tables. 2 of them were used for the layout, and we had 6 people, so like that just wasn't enough real estate. But now that we know, we can do it better, and that's the whole point. Gotta just learn and do better. So the next table after the layout will be the beginning of HO00 modeling. If you kind of notice, the layout goes in size order from biggest to smallest. But so the 00 HO table, that'll be not the centerpiece, because there won't really be one centerpiece. Everybody will have everything, and it'll all, like, the centerpiece is probably the layout, but also just like the people involved. But so this will be like the biggest thing, I think, because I think most, if not everybody who is a part of this has something 00 to bring. I know, if you look behind me, you guys can't see it because I don't have my webcam on Discord, but this case, here on stream, this is all of my models. Got it up on the wall. Everything in there is coming because I'm just proud of it, and I want to show it off. That's the secret motive behind why we're having this show, is because I want to show off. So most, if not all of that, will be there. I have some new projects I'm working on that maybe I'll tease a little bit in the stream. I know some of my friends in here have seen it, and I'm really excited to get working on those. I don't have them here right now. They're with my modeler for hire, who does all the hard stuff for me. I just paint them. So I have those, like the new ones. I've got a case. I've got all my old stuff. A whole bunch of new narrow gauge stuff. That's a big thing that I'm really excited about this show. Is last time we had no narrow gauge stuff, except on the. I went and bought a Bachmann Scarloey because Lewis from Thomas Tank Rich had bought one. I was like, I gotta get one now. So I went and bought it, and the next day on Sunday I went and bought like a loop of N scale track and some rolling stock, and Scarloey ran for like 6 hours. And yeah,
wow.
Scarloey, I love him. Scarloey is probably my favorite narrow gauge model I've done so far, but it'll just be so much more interesting to have all of, like, I'm bringing like 5 narrow gauge engines. I know Lance is bringing his new Duncan, his new Duke, his new Prince model. That looks really nice. I think George is going to bring his N scale Rusty, or his narrow gauge Rusty, the like season 4 prop one.
That one's like kind of season 4 scaled. I'm gonna try to get a Reneus ready by then too. He might not be ready, maybe a little bit after, but hopefully that all works, and I'm able to bring him.
Yeah. Narrow gauge
like
is
like you said,
narrow gauge
Train
is the flavor
Boys.
of the month.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple months, narrow gauge bug has kind of been biting everybody,
Mhm.
So that would be a really nice little addition in the middle,
Yeah.
kind of spice it up.
And I've also got another one of those cases, like just full of rolling stock that I'm gonna bring. We've got King rolling stock in the call right now. So we're just gonna have a bunch of and then the other part of that table will be for rare merchandise and stuff. Like I know not me, Tom, another friend named Tom. He's got a lot of the Departing Now stuff. He's gonna have like the Departing Now is it like Tidmouth Station, and he's got a bunch of the engines, and they have custom faces, and they look really nice. Departing Now is such an interesting like merch range to me.
It really is.
Like
They're really nice scale too. So
yeah,
I think not too many people have really seen those in person. So that's going to be cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't have them running, just due to space constrictions.
Yeah.
But it'll still be cool to see them. And then that table will also have some more rare merchandise stuff. I know Westy has he's got a lot of the capsules. He wants to do a whole like a little Christmas thing with all the capsules. They're capsules, right? They're not the minis. This is the wind up
capsules.
ones.
Yeah.
So
Capsule power up.
he's got a bunch of those. I think Westy's gonna bring a bunch of tug stuff, because that's like that's the flavor of next month. If Narrogage's flavor this month.
Yeah, tug seems to be taking the fandom by storm right now.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I got my guy right here. I'll probably bring him, but like this little guy is nothing on what Westy has. Westy's he's gonna bring the Takara tugs. He's gonna bring a bunch of like the books and everything. I'm pretty sure. There's just a lot of tug stuff, and
he's gonna have a little display based off some of these images that have been coming out. These behind the scenes images. So that's gonna be very cool to see.
Tug stuff is gonna be so nice, and then as the tables go on, the last table is going to be a little bit more rare merch, but it'll be mostly Wooden Railway. Our two buddies, Handsome Matt, Mr. E, Enterprising Engine will be there, and Train King James, they'll both be there. I think we're gonna try and do a Wooden Railway layout. I talked to them about it. I haven't talked to them in a little bit though, so I want to confirm that. But if they're not doing a Wooden Railway layout, they'll do a Wooden Railway display of both their series, have some of their like characters and stuff from the show or their shows, and it'll be a little display diorama thing if you want to bring your Wooden Railway stuff, because I know Wooden Railway is a big thing. You can get pictures like that stuff. I mean, I don't even like do anything with merch, and I've watched Matt's series just because it's so well done.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be their kind of section with the Wooden Railway. There might be some sort of little display, maybe like a photo, like place you can get a photo of your stuff there, things like that. But overall, that seems to be the table.
Yep. That's most of the things that'll be on display.
So if you want to do
some stuff like Toad Train, he's building a Farquhar station.
Yeah.
And he wants to have that on the table to get pictures with and stuff for people. Speaking of tables, though, do you want to show off should we show off like the decoration stuff we've been accumulating?
Show that now.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
we can do the giveaway winner.
Alright, so let me switch to my webcam. I'll go grab this stuff. It's Coke, not Sprite.
The McDonald's Sprite.
So we have some decorations here. There's more than this. I'm gonna do 2 trips. So first off, we have these Bachman Scenescape trees, like little Christmas trees. Gonna have it running around like the tables and stuff, just along the ends of the layout. These trees are pretty nice. Yeah, so this will be part of the decorations for the layout. We have a couple more layout decorations. You still have to buy some. That's like the last stuff we need to buy. For non-layout stuff though, we've got this tablecloth. Oh, you folded it weird. George, what the fuck did you do? How did you fold this?
The way it's folded in?
Yeah. Whatever. It's a repeating pattern. So we have this guy. We actually bought a bunch of these. We bought 6 of these for just the various tables. These will be everywhere except on the layout. So, because the layout will be decorated with a winter theme. My hair is wild. But so if you're looking for us, look for these. This will be like hanging off the end of the table. And there'll be a bunch of them. One for every table except for the layout. And one of these will hopefully be signed by everybody. I would like to... The one that will be on the community table, I would like to get as many people as we can to sign it. Just so... Because if we ever host other events in the future, I'd just like to bring this with us. Just to have, you know, something that the community can have all together. And, like, every new event we do, we can have more people sign it who haven't signed it before. Yeah, these are super fun. I love this art style.
Yeah.
I love this art style, except it ruined the Bachman Thomas.
Yeah.
Because it made it look like that instead of an actual thing. So we have a bunch of these tablecloths. Let me grab some other decoration stuff. Oh, there's one thing right here. You have this, this is another thing for the layout. Of the snow blanket. We're gonna cut this up, put it in like the middle of the layout, maybe along the edges. This twofold really. It'll be, you know, just for the snow effect, and also as like a padding in case things fall. But, you know.
Yeah.
Love these. I've bought 2 of them. And one's for my personal Christmas layout. And then we have this bag of goodies right here. These are some old, like, maybe it's from 98?
Yeah, 98.
These decorations, I believe they're like old birthday party decorations or something.
Yeah, they're really cool, like, art style on those.
Yeah,
So
just opened up.
we're probably gonna have those on the tables as well, maybe like off on the sides or something. So, you know, those are for this.
Yeah, so.
And you guys got those from Nicholas Smith's, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They still
Wonderful.
have some actually. If anybody is in the
Yes.
area,
If anyone's in the area, you can go pick them up there.
before we buy all of them. But yeah, these are super fun. I love them. We have 2, so we'll probably do 1 on each end of the table.
Mhm.
And then so we have these. One of them is open, the other one is sealed still. So, and it's the same on either side.
Marvin
is-
just left.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Marvin.
Which is unfortunate because it would be cool if the other side had like a Henry, Edward, and Percy. We could have all of them.
Yeah.
We've got some gift bags in case anybody. Maybe we could give these to Isaiah. We could put his faces in these. That'd
Yeah,
be
I'm thinking
fun.
anyone who sells stuff, we can use those. Those are really cool.
Yeah, we need to get more though. There's only like 3.
I think I might have sent some in that box I gave you for
Okay.
things for the show.
And then got some streamers. Ignore that they say happy birthday. Looks like these have Thomas James Gordon on them. Here's Thomas. James and Gordon. I can't tell if there's anything else. But yeah, that's most of the decoration stuff. And like I was saying before, we just want everything to look really nice, because we're doing it. It'll be a nice thing to have, I guess. I can't talk.
Yeah.
How did we get those? So there is if you are in the tri-state area, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Delaware, there is a train store called Nicholas Smith Trains. It's in Broomall in PA. You can go there. They have some still. They have some of the decorations still. And yeah, you can go there. They're not expensive at all.
It's worth the trip just for it's so much better shopping in person than online.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a massive building.
That store is incredible.
They got
Huge.
something for everybody. So
They've been around for a really long time. And a lot of the
Yeah.
older modelers, for example, there are people who had Lionel trains back in the day of my parents' generation who would go to Nicholas Smith's. And a really cool trivia, if any of you have watched TM Classic Book and Video, who done great Lionel videos, there was a really good documentary about Lionel when they had their 100th anniversary that was hosted by Tom Snyder. He loves Lionel, and in between the years of him commentating, he would be able to showcase and feature work that he would do for his model collection, and he would always get his stuff fixed at Nicholas Smith's. And there was one documentary he said they don't make them like Nicholas Smith anymore because you can get different components fixed and altered for the Lionel products. Really good store with a wonderful group of people and a good legacy too.
Yeah,
So definitely check it out.
every time we go, me and George spend more time than we should.
Yeah, it's huge. They got so much stuff.
yeah. Awesome place. If you guys have never been, it's well worth it.
And another thing we did get at Nicholas Smith is they call me the master of segues. I dropped it. Is one of these guys. They had a couple of these. Not that many, but I figured we'd buy some. We'd give one away to all the people who were able to turn out tonight, and get a. I've never been in Delaware. It's in Pennsylvania. It's close to Delaware though. But figured we could give one of these guys away. Somebody lucky to win it. I don't care if you open it or not. I bought one. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna, because he's not really in scale. With
the Hurdle stuff is just
yeah,
they're just really cool kind of collectible things too, you know?
yeah. He's
With
got
their own appeal.
got a funny face.
Yeah.
And just the packaging is so awesome. It's this stuff's amazing. But so I believe we can run this giveaway. Do that.
Is it all set up? All ready to go?
Let me check. I believe so. So
Okay.
we'll do that, and then we can chat for a little bit longer. I like you guys enough.
Thanks,
Of
man.
course.
You too.
Thanks, man. You too. All right. Begin draw. Comics Knee. Mr. This guy here, you have won this Trevor. I don't know if you're in chat right now. I haven't been reading too much, kind of been talking. But yeah, I'll shoot this person a DM if you're in chat.
All right.
Say hi. If you're not, that's fine. I just don't like you as much.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Congratulations.
Hi. Good job.
Hey, man.
You did a good job winning a dice roll. Yeah. So you could shoot me a message since you're here. I'll reply to it after the stream. And you can get that situated with your like address and everything.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Glad
Nice.
congrats. Hopefully
You can make it to the show.
yeah, that'd be awesome. You could bring him with if you bring him with you. That'd be sick. But so anything else you want to talk about real quick? Just while we're here. You know, got some buddies in chat. Any you trained yours for this? I can tell. Paid off. Got a couple of people in chat. Any Edison related questions? Guess we can kind of open it to the chat. Just Edison related questions in general, questions for any one of us. Maybe if anybody has any projects they're working on right now, you do some teasers. I know I do.
Share with the class.
All right, George, do I show the faces or the model?
I say the faces. The faces are really nice.
All right, so I'm gonna turn off the Discord real quick, so no, can't give everything away.
All right.
If you guys wanna, you guys chat them up while I get these pictures up.
Sure.
Sure thing.
Let's see. Can I still eat the fake snow? Ooh. That's the one thing about using those snow. It can be really hard to manage because of how light and uncontrollable it can be. I know that many people, including friends of mine like Brendan Reese 10 and Caleb Train, they've had used snow for their great channels that they've done videos for through the years, like I have, on their sets. And they would even show me when I would go over and visit Brendan, for example. And it can get up in the motors. It has this bit of residue. And if any of you do want to create stuff with snow, one of the things I love to using that's very easy to clean up because it's very much like salt is the Woodland Scenic Snow. I actually tried experimenting with it when I was doing scenes for the Thomas Creator Collective back in 2016 when I actually did make Proteus for a Halloween movie. We did a Christmas special where I featured my Proteus, and I sprinkled it on top and just put it over like the Lego tracks and some rocks and other things I had on the foam on my table with some of my trees. And it really created a beautiful look for the nice, simple diorama. And all I did was color grade it with my editing software, Premiere Pro, and it created a very lovely scene where, as I put everything on really large pieces of pastel paper from the craft store, it's easy for me to take it, scoop it, fold it in half, and then just pour all the snow right back into the container. No mess, no worries. And as long as you're careful and don't like sprinkle and get it in locomotives, if you just run it on your layout, it's really easy to manage and to apply, even if it's for a permanent or a live layout like I do where nothing's glued down. You just move everything around. It's really, really good for that. So if you want snow, Woodland Scenic Snow, baby.
Of course. Woodland Scenics is, they have just such quality stuff. Like all sorts of like ballasts and things like that. And ideally, I'd love to use something like that for this event, but it would just be a pain. And the snow kind of blanket we have too, it's not really going to be like up on the tracks or anything like that, so there shouldn't really be a worry.
Perfect.
That kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little teasing real quick. I got
already
the pictures loaded.
Let's go.
So these are some of, not all of, the faces for an upcoming model. Everybody probably already knows I posted pictures of it before. I'm just so excited. So we got
Wow, my man, Big Engine 87.
These are made by
dude.
They're made by a wonderful Twitter user, and funniest person in the world, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Voice of Big Mac, and what else does he voice? Blue Nose, Trampy, OJ.
Blue Nose, Trampy, OJ. Yeah, Big Mac's my favorite though.
I don't know. Trampy killed me.
The Joe Joe Swanson. Tranty's hilarious. If you guys haven't seen the new Tugs munitions redub, go check that out. It's awesome.
Hilarious. I died laughing every gag I watched. It's hilarious.
So
God, I love it.
these are some of the new faces. I like this one a lot. I didn't have a lot of input on the faces. I kind of just it's pretty obvious who the character is at this point that I'm making, so I'll just share this. I was talking to Kyle, sent him this picture. I was like, I just asked for, can you make me this face? And Kyle was like, yeah, I'll make 10 actually. And I'm like, oh.
Hell yeah, yes.
Awesome.
So he started with this face, and I think he did pretty good. Yeah,
It feels like something you would see in season 4 through season 6, any of the time period around that time, you know.
Yeah.
I think the smile, it's just with the teeth, it's just so iconic of that era.
And it's really hard. Like, I was like kind of confused. Like, I didn't really know what like he was gonna do, because the thing about characters like Ivo Hugh and Jock and stuff is they're all like Clive Spong only characters, and you know, Clive Spong not the best illustrator of the Railway series, and especially with faces, because all of his faces like just look the same. So you can't but on the other side of that, you get to take a lot of liberties with how you do things. So yeah, he went all out. This is not all the faces. This is half of them, right? 6, about half of them. I specifically, I didn't give him any input other than sending him the picture of Ivo View, except I said, can you make a surprised face like Sunshine's? Because I love that face so much. This is
it's like Tencent's face because of the mouth. I like it.
Yeah.
Very different.
I kind of went, I like sent him this picture. It was like go off. But yeah, it does look like Tencent's too. My camera fell. Sunshine's is more like squiggly. Tencent's is kind of like them. But yeah,
Yeah.
Of course.
so excited for this.
Me too, man.
Fuck it, I'll show a picture of the model.
Go for it.
Let me find it. Here's somebody everybody in this chat should be following. My good buddy, modeler extraordinaire, Jay.
One of my patrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's
nice.
He does like all of my modeling for me, all the hard stuff.
He's grown so much as a modeler.
He's designing my here's a picture of the body. He's designing my current James shell that I'm working on. I posted a picture of the other day. He built the chassis for this model. I can scroll up and find the video. So he had to basically reassemble the Bachmann Percy chassis with like the valve gear and stuff, because this model, it comes with its own pistons. You don't use the Bachmann Percy one, so he had to like insert these teeny tiny little rods and make sure that they stayed in. He was like he messaged me when he did it. He's like, I'm so glad you're not doing this. So he sanded it for me. He removed all the wax and everything. He went all out, and I'm so excited to work with him. We've got more projects in the future. I know one thing that I'll just talk about. I think at the EDISON show, I'm gonna buy a Bachmann Emily, and I'm gonna send it to him, and we're gonna try and design a Sterling single shell, so everybody doesn't have to buy the $700 Rapido one that nobody can buy anymore.
Yeah, that would do so much good, you know? Like,
yeah, I think that would sell pretty well.
Hopefully destroy that market, you know?
Yeah. I think
everyone has a chance to make one.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are the main projects I'm working on with him, and then I have some other projects in the future. I wanna get Sir Handel done, and I know I don't want to wait for the Bachman Sir Handel. That's gonna be like a year at least.
yeah, it's gonna be a
make
little
your
while.
own season 4 one.
Yeah,
You want Railway Series 1?
yeah. There's a white metal kit out there that you can use. I think I'm gonna do that. I want to do Sir Handel. I want to do Peter Sam. I want to do Duke, but those are all like things that are coming out. And then I'll probably do the Bachman 812s as well. Make the own Douglas. I've had those on pre-order for like 3 months now, probably longer, but they keep getting delayed. Either of you two want to take the stage, talk about some stuff you want to work on or are working on?
I could. I can
Yes,
give you
you could-
some pictures you can put either in the Discord chat, I think, because I've showed these on my Twitter. Another shout out to Kyle, too, because while we're on him, I've recently been able to finish Ryan, who's been a custom I wanted to do for a while. I've already had, tried being able to give him Hornby couplings, TV series, brake pipes, and lamp irons, and that's basically it. All I needed to do was give him some faces. And I gave him the dimensions of the Trackmaster Ryan faces because it fits like a T, way better than because the Tomica, I think the Tomy one is a bit bigger, Takara, excuse me. So aside from that, the faces look so good, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
these are
they're
incredible.
expressive, and I know that Kyle wanted to make these look like they were from season 5, which inspired him to make some of the ones that he actually chose to do. And they are so charming to look at. Like, they look like they're from the model show, only better. It's so nice to look at.
Yeah, these faces are
Yeah, this
incredible.
photo is amazing.
Thank you. That's Resecution's Thomas face, too. Oh my gosh, they look really good together. Yeah.
I'm so excited to get my faces from him for the Ivo Hue, and wait for you to get your hands on them because I know you're gonna paint them for me.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to him and to Mads at Non-Norwegian for actually printing these for me because they're really fun to work with. That's the thing, like, over the past couple of years, and a lot of you who are either in the call or hosting, of course, we've all tried very hard to make our models look like they're competent in the way that as we're growing as model railroaders and scratch builders, we really want to be able to make exact replicas that look like the Thomas show in our own scale of choice, or being able to make them just look like they're very different takes on them. It could be a Railway Series or hybrid like I do. I just want to thank all of the 3D modelers in the Thomas community who've given us so much to be inspired with to customize our models, because like with this, it really makes a huge difference with the way they look, because I can make a Thomas that's TV series accurate that's auto-fitted, like a head cannon for him and Clarabelle. I can give Ryan a TV series look, but he has the GNR green. I mean, the options are like limitless. And for all the things that the modelers do, I love showcasing their work when they are asking, well, who made this face? Who actually designed this? And I'm like, I have all the URLs of my friends memorized by my heart, because it's like, dude, if you want to commission them, you can go to either the Shapeways store or at them, because like Kyle, although he thought of creating one, it's like if you DM him or Mads on Twitter, they can get you hooked up with any of these faces, for example. It has opened such a huge frontier with model making, like with what Tom is doing with his Ivo Hue model, There is so much you can do that model makers have done for the past 10, 12 years with 3D printing being accessible now to the public, where you can create such a wide range of different stuff. So Ryan is one engine that I'll be bringing, but it's always good to feature the stuff that I've been working on with friends or whatever. Same thing with Murdoch and Henry that's included in the tweet that we did.
Yeah.
So cool.
3D, the unsung heroes of the community are the people who design everything and put it on Shapeways, or just will sell you their file for the print. It's just it changed the game, really.
They're just as big as, like they deserve the same amount of credit, not more,
At least.
Yes, sir.
A lot of this
Absolutely.
stuff, we wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Yeah, like I can tell you right now, like if I didn't have, like I worked so much with Rex at Rexecutions when he was designing, like every one of my faces on my models except Bill and Ben is like a custom face design that he made for me, and he was just it just like they just make it a million times better, like then
Yeah.
because I understand, and like even to an extent I may like have thought about just leaving blank smoke boxes on my models, but like, you know, where's the fun in that? The it's just the best part about the series is the funny talking trains. So
Yeah.
and the faces just add so much character, and I'm just like, even though my stuff is like, you know, a realistic in quotes kind of interpretation, it's still just like the faces are what add the charm, and all of them, like all the incredible designers who made them, just so lucky. My phone fell again. I'm so lucky that we get to work with these people.
Yeah. You know,
Absolutely.
I just sent pictures in the chat. These are the Scotsman and Big City Engine faces that Kyle did for Marvin and Lance.
Yeah, like the one that I just shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I just pulled them up while I
These
was talking.
are awesome. I love these expressions.
Yeah.
Cute. Suave.
Yeah, I love these guys.
Scotsman is so much like Hercules, but in a locomotive form.
A little bit.
Oh yeah.
The mustache.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we talk about before? Oh, I'll show this off on stream before I reveal it. 1 second.
Go for it. Take your time, sure. It's all good.
So it's a model I've had done in quotes for a while, but it needed to be finished up. But you know, I'd like to, if you made the hour or so out of your day to join us, yeah, it'll be nice. So I finished my Rheneas model. Here he is. He's small. I'm so glad I finally got to finish it. This does have the Dolgok kit cab and funnel. None of the other accessories. Might go back, add them in the future. But these are the two big parts of it that I really wanted to add, just because I think they just enhance the Bachmann model so much. My screen's a little grainy. I'll pull up pictures. Just using my phone as a webcam, so if I don't have one. Alright, here's some pictures. You guys can see my messy room. Here's my Rheneas. So happy. Very happy with this guy. Rheneas, I think, is my favorite narrow gauge engine.
So sweet.
Yeah. I love him so much. So excited to go see the real life Rheneas in this summer. That's gonna be surreal. It'll be like when I saw the props.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I keep trying to convince Lewis to come, or not to come, but to give me some of the props so I can go take pictures of them. And then here's faces for my 3 narrow gauge engines. I'm waiting for these to come before I reveal them, but these were painted by my arch enemy, Jacob Jarrett. Hate that guy.
Jacob, my man.
Yeah, Jacob has painted most of my faces for me, and like these ones are unreal.
These are all hand painted too. Like
Yeah.
the eyebrows are all
And like,
with paint.
just for perspective.
This is executions are for a buddy, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, these are.
He is
Rex's
so
faces.
good with these. I'm glad that he's actually doing these and making them in the size. Like, if you wanted to use T-Doc's custom shells, like I know that our friend Lance, Train Boy, has done with his, or the Bachman ones like Tom is doing here, it's great to have to make him look like Season 4.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
Love
was
it.
Yeah,
talking to.
these faces are perfect.
I was talking to, just like he messaged me last night and was like, I finally finished these. And he was talking, because he hand paints like the eyebrows and the pupils and stuff. He was like, I'd use a brush with like one bristle to do the eyebrows.
No kidding. I mean, it's very delicate work, and to pull it off is like, I use Faber-Castell ink pens, but to see Jacob, do it with the finest of brushes like I do, but for the eyebrows, that's very delicate work, and they look good too.
And, like,
Even
look,
the eyes,
Look how small Rusty's eyebrow is.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he did a killer job on these, and
Yeah.
I'm happy with my Rheneas. If only he was a good runner. I've been having a bunch of problems with my Bachman Rheneas. Might have to buy a new motor or something.
Yeah.
But that's the hobby, baby.
Yeah.
Just
Just endless issues.
George, you have anything you want to plug?
Right now I don't really have too many big projects in the works. Like I said, I'm in the middle of moving right now, so it's a little hard to get the stuff. But next couple months, definitely I have some big stuff planned. I'd love to share with you guys. Next time we do one of these events, I think there is another show at Edison. I'm not sure if it's the Greenberg show, but I know that there is another train show
It's
in the
Greenberg.
spring.
It's in March,
Oh,
right?
it is? Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
it was because we saw it on the website.
That's right. I wasn't sure because I know that there's like the world's greatest hobby one and all that. So
Mhm.
we're gonna try to do that show in March. I'm definitely coming down for that again. All this, I'm not sure if it'll be as big as this one, but it's just so nice to go to these events and have things on display. And it's like, like Stephen was saying, when people come up to you and ask you how things are made, and you can give credit to your friends and stuff like that and say, oh, I did this like this. This is made out of paper. It's just incredible.
Yeah, that was one of the parts that was really nice about the last show. It's people like George. I only had one face for all my engines, but George has like multiple faces for all the Bachmann engines. And like people would just come up and ask, "Oh, where'd you get these faces?" And
it was like, I had people coming by and they're like, oh, are these the props? And it was like, no, I'm not taking credit for that. These are stock standard Bachmann models with, modded faces, a couple little things here and there. But it was just really nice too,
Thomas is like the flagship of the hobby. And I'll keep saying it. Like, I've done it with my interview with Unlucky Tug. I've done it with my hangout with Lance at Train Boy and Marvin for his stream for Train World. It is so true. And I really appreciate whenever I do talk about with older modelers in the community, most of them recognize how big of a role Thomas has played in getting kids to grown-up adults really interested in continuing the hobby. Because look, there's the Dale with Thomas events. There's the Tallyclin Railway that our friend Luke Ryan participates in as volunteered. The very first railroad in the world to be restored, and thanks to the fact that the Reverend Audrey volunteered there, that he's very much a railway pioneer and a model maker in his own right. So it's like he wrote what he was passionate about. And look at this, the whole franchise, everything that we're talking about as fans and model makers and creators, it's such a huge repository of inspiration, and the fact that we can talk about it and get excited about the fact that this is why we love being artists and creators and video makers is why it's so inspiring to talk about every time.
Oh yeah. Like you said with the Tallyclin Railway, the Railway with the Heart of Gold, that documentary is amazing. If you guys have never watched that, it's like 15 minutes or something.
Oh, yeah.
Search it on YouTube. Do it right now. It is so good. From the 60s, man.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. So,
Can't wait to.
I think on that note,
Can't wait to get out there.
I'm gonna be leaving in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Take care, guys. This has been a blast. Thank you.
You too, man. Feel better.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All the best.
All right.
Bye.
I think I can kind of wrap it up there. And
Fantastic.
yeah, that's a pleasant note to end on.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining me, Stephen. Thank you to
it's my pleasure.
Thank you to Marvin and George for joining us as well. Very
Yeah.
very excited. You know, like a little nervous, a little stressed out, but like mostly excited. This is like Christmas, like before Christmas. Just
Yeah.
getting to see everybody together. It's the reason you do this shit, man.
Right on, man. Preach it.
Yeah.
So true. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it was my pleasure. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who was able to join us tonight in chat. Not the longest stream in the world, but you know, we said what we need to say. This will be up on my YouTube channel still, like after the fact, in case you forget something that we said, or anything like that. We have a public Discord that you can join if you're not in it already. That'll be fine. Invite people, copy. If you're not in the server, there's the link. You can chat with me or anybody else who is an organizer of the event and ask us questions, chat with other people who will be guests. So if you're not there already, join that. Follow everybody on Twitter who's involved, as it's too many people to list out. But like, just follow everybody involved on Twitter, and you can get live updates on that. I think in the next coming weeks we'll probably post like a graphic or something with everybody whose Twitter is with everybody's Twitter, so everybody knows who to look out for.
Beautiful.
But yeah, anything else you want to add, Stephen, before we go?
I want to say thank you all so much for coming on. We really appreciate getting to talk about what's going on with the show, answer questions, and get to talk and hang with you all. Again, join the Discord if you like. If you have any other questions and want to check out all of our work, follow us on YouTube and with Twitter. We would love to be able to connect with you if you can make it. And if you can't, please spread the word, because we would love to make sure that anyone who can come and enjoy why we love trains to begin with, thanks to Thomas. So thank you very much for the opportunity, everybody.
Yep. All right. And on that note, I think we're out. Have a good night, everyone.
Rock on. Peace out.
And we're out.